Now today I'm checking out the GEEKOM A5 Pro 2026 edition, a mini PC that's clearly aimed at people who want a full desktop style setup without taking up a ton of space on their desk. And honestly, that's the first thing that stands out here. This is supposed to be the kind of computer you can throw in a bag, hook up to a monitor, and instantly have a proper workstation for office work, browsing, calls, media, and even some light creative work. So, let's talk about the machine itself. GEEKOM is calling this the A5 Pro 2026 edition, and you can tell right away they've stepped things up. Unlike previous models that were mostly plastic, this one has a full aluminum alloy chassis. It feels dense, it feels premium, and GEEKOM actually claims this frame can withstand 200 kilograms of pressure. I'm not going to stand on it to prove a point, but it's nice to know it's built like a little tank. Size-wise, it's still that classic ultra-compact form factor, basically a 5-inch square. It's small enough to hide behind your monitor with the included Visa mount, which is exactly what I'd recommend if you want that invisible PC look. Inside, we're looking at the AMD Ryzen 5 7530U. This is a 6-core 12-thread chip based on the Zen 3 architecture, and for a mini PC, it's a very capable heart. Before we get to the games, I wanted to see how it handles the boring stuff that most people actually do. I ran Geekbench 6 to get a baseline, and the results were solid. A 1982 single core and a 7108 multi-core score. For a mini PC in this price bracket, that's exactly where you want to be. It's snappy. Opening apps is near instant, and it doesn't break a sweat with 20 Chrome tabs and a 4K video playing in the background. I also threw a project into DaVinci Resolve to see if it could handle light editing. If you're cutting together 1080p footage for social media or basic YouTube vlogs, it's surprisingly capable. The 16 gigabytes of DDR4 RAM handles the timeline well, and as long as you aren't piling on heavy fusion effects, the 7530U keeps up nicely. It's a great little machine for lifestyle creators who don't need a massive workstation but want something faster than a tablet. Now, the part everyone asks about. Can this tiny box actually game? I put it through a gauntlet of different titles, and the results tell a pretty clear story. Starting with the competitive stuff. Valorant. At 1080p on high settings, I was consistently seeing 142 FPS. It felt incredibly smooth. If you're an esports fan, this is more than enough power to stay competitive. Fortnite. I dialed this into 1080p low settings and got a solid 56 frames per second. It's very playable, especially for a casual round with friends. GTA 5. This was a surprise. At 1080p normal settings, I was getting 58 FPS. Driving through Los Santos felt great, and it really shows the versatility of the integrated Radeon graphics. PUBG. On 1080p, very low, it hovered around 43 frames per second. It's not a pro experience, but it's stable. Then I moved on to the heavier, more demanding titles. Forza Horizon 5. At 1080p on low, I was averaging 37 frames per second. It's playable, though you might want to drop to 900p if you want a bit more zip in the corners. The Witcher 3, I pushed it to 1080p on the lowest settings, and it sat at 24 frames per second. It's cinematic, let's put it that way. You could finish the game like this, but it's definitely pushing the limits of the hardware. One of the best things about the A5 Pro is that you aren't locked in. It comes with a 1TB SSD, but you can actually expand the storage with 2 SSD slots plus room for a 2.5-inch drive. You can also bump the RAM all the way up to 64 gigabytes. The port selection is also a massive win. You get dual HDMI 2.0 and dual USB-C ports, which means you can run 4 4K displays at once. For someone doing stock trading, coding, or just heavy multitasking, that is a huge feature for such a small device. You've also got 2.5 gig Ethernet and Wi-Fi 6, so your connection is going to stay fast and stable whether you're wired in or not.
On the front, you get 2 USB-A's as well and a headphone jack. And on the side, you get an SD card reader.
GEEKOM is using their IceBlast 3.0 cooling system here. In my testing, even when I was pushing those higher frame rates in Valorant, the fan noise stayed really low. They claim it stays under 30 decibels, and in a normal room, you'll barely hear it. It's a library quiet experience, which makes it perfect for a home office or a bedroom setup where you don't want a leaf blower running on your desk. So who is the GEEKOM A5 Pro 2026 edition actually for? If you need a reliable, well-built desktop for office work, school, light video editing, and casual gaming, this is one of the most balanced options I've seen this year. It takes up almost zero space, but it gives you a full Windows 11 Pro experience with the flexibility to upgrade later. It's not a 4K gaming beast, but it's not trying to be. It's trying to be the sweet spot, that reliable daily driver that just works and stays quiet while doing it. With the 3-year warranty and that new metal build, it feels like something that's actually going to last you the next several years. Now, thanks for watching, everyone. I hope I was able to help you on your choice on the GEEKOM A5 Pro. Make sure to subscribe to my channel. Ask me anything in the comments below, and I'll hopefully be able to come to you and answer all those questions. Hit the like button. Check out my Instagram as well, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace!